Austin is 1/3 of the Heat Makerz.
Yo, what's up? It's Pop.
Yeah, it's your boy Thriller.
Platinum Heat Makerz, by the way. But yeah, man, this is where we from, man. Right now we in the Bronx. We like, you know, North Bronx, Gun Hill Road, Eastchester Project, all that. You know what I mean? Right now we in PS 121. We doing this joint. This is where all of us is really from, like around the neighborhood and all that. Like these are my niggas. I knew them since I was like 6, 8 type. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But basically, to make it short and sweet, who Heat Makerz is, we the production team that brought y'all like at least like 40 records in 1 year. A lot of dudes that don't know, I'm telling you now, you know what I mean? 40 records in 1 year, and then we still moving. Like right now, we doing our down south thing, fucking with niggas like Little Flip, Killer Mike, I-20, Ludacris. Doing our West Coast thing, fucking with Game. We trying to move to the R&B shit. We about to be fucking with Destiny's Child, Mariah Carey. You know what I mean? But how we came into the game was really on the most fucked up note. You know what I mean? As far as like dealing with a lot of fucked up niggas that a lot of other people did too, but we came into the game getting checks for $2,500, personal checks after niggas sold beats for $8,000. You feel me? Like, that's some of the bullshit that we had to split between us. So it's like, you break that down, that's a pair of jeans, some kicks, and maybe a good haircut. You know what I mean? Like, niggas like my nigga Cam, when we first met Cam didn't even know we did 2 tracks on his album that somebody else tried to take the credit for. Like, it was a whole lot of bullshit, but like it is real, recognize real. My nigga Cam just recognized that we was good niggas, and he was like, yo, I wanna fuck with y'all dudes and do more work with y'all. And it popped off, you know, 40 records later, we here, like, you know what I'm saying? But everybody go through bullshit. If you don't go through bullshit, then you really ain't got no stories to tell, and it don't make you stronger. Like right now we here, and ain't nobody really could break what we got apart, because it's a family movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sort of like 10 years from now, when we set up a bigger movement, you know what I mean, as far as like Heat Makerz, the label, Heat Makerz, this and that, then I'm gonna have niggas in places, and he gonna have niggas in places, and my man Thriller gonna have niggas in places, so that it's sort of like, we know what's going on all over the place, and it's us. It ain't us and then a nigga we don't know, and then another nigga we don't know. Like, the more niggas you don't know, the more you gotta look over your back and see who's robbing you, you know what I'm saying? Especially the more money that get involved in the whole shit.
I said niggas was mad at first when that shit first started happening. You started hearing a lot of shit popping up, and started hearing a lot of talk about we was stealing niggas' styles and shit like that. When we started making our shit, it was like, it was way before we even heard anybody else's shit. We just so happened started selling shit afterwards, you know what I'm saying? But as far as other people sound like us, that shit is, I mean, it's not a good thing, but it's beautiful. It's not a good thing, but at the same time, it's a good thing to let us know we doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you know what I mean?
That shit is beautiful, man. If y'all niggas want to steal the style, by all means, do
what
it.
you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, man, if you want to run around with a fake Rolex, then do that. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, our style is the official, genuine shit. You want to buy some $5 Canal Street shit, then do that. Like, we really trying to put the beat side of the Bronx where it needs to be at right now. Like, niggas overlook the Bronx, like the Bronx wasn't
like we ain't
popping
start
off.
This shit,
like,
man.
yeah.
Like,
we about to make the Bronx on the production side pop off again. Everybody think we from Harlem, no disrespect to Harlem. I love Harlem because, you know, like, Harlem niggas put us on, you feel me? But at the same sense, like, the Bronx is us. Like, that's what we gonna rep the Bronx until it's all said and done, man.
We got a compilation project we working on ourselves right now. It's a documentary and a soundtrack to the documentary, and the joint is called Crack. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically showing the relation between hip hop and crack, and how it's both evolved into something that it didn't start as. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be real in there. Y'all definitely gonna want to see that joint. It's crazy. And that album's not gonna be what y'all think, dude. Just because the name is Crack, it's not gonna be what y'all think. Trust me. It's a cop that shit, y'all gonna be bugging out. Bro.
Official album, man. We got a lot of dudes on there. We got
official street niggas on it.
We got AG, Lord Tariq, Fat Joe, Cam, Joel Santana, fucking Razkaz,
Jim Jones, you already know.
Jim Jones, Little Flip, MOP, I-20, Ludacris. Like, the album is serious, man, and it's all behind our production. So, like, you know, if you like our shit and you like what's going on with them dudes, then it's a match. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not gonna give you no weak shit. That's just how it is. I'd rather not put the shit out and give you some weak shit. And to a lot of these new producers, man, that's coming in the game, like, a lot of these dudes think like they coming up and they gotta go straight to the dude, like to the 50 Cents and the Eminems, and like, it all starts with these street niggas. Like, if you don't take care of the niggas around your way and give them tracks, let them do them, then you never really gonna come up, man. Like, we came up off of, I'll tell you how we really came up, to be honest with you. It wasn't off of like Cam and them put us on, they put us in front of niggas who was cutting the checks, to be real with you. But like on the real shit, how we got our name popping in the hood was like we was doing a lot of shit for niggas around the way, like, you know, niggas from the Jacks, niggas from here and there, we was doing shit for them. And then they would bring their shit to offices to play, and then a lot of niggas in offices would be like, yo, who the fuck did the track? You know what I mean? And then when like niggas hear Heat Makerz enough time, they gonna be like, okay, yeah, these niggas is official. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of these dudes, like I run into a lot of producers that never sold a track before, and they be on that shit like, yo, I can't give it to you. I can't give you that because I'm trying to, like, to me, if you make music, you make music. That's what you do. You know what I mean? That's like you being a chef. If somebody asked me to bake them a cake, and you're like, nah, I'm saving this shit for, fuck, bake another one. Like, that's how we look at it. Like, we make heat all day. Like, on some real shit, on average, I make 3 to 4 beats a day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, if I got a computer filled with like 600 beats, why am I really being stingy when I know I'm gonna make another 4, by the time the week is out, I got another 30 done? Like, it's just common sense, man. Like, you want your shit to be heard, sometimes you gotta put it out there. Like, you only as hot as your last shit. So if you made a joint for Cam and let's say Cam shit popped off 3 months ago, and now you sitting there 3 months later and you don't got nothing popping on the radio, nothing popping on mixtapes, then like, you not popping. That's just bottom line. Like, certain niggas be trying to bring up shit they did 3 years ago. Like, yo, I did some shit for fucking Cool Mo D. Like, come on, be like, you not popping no more. You feel me? Like, you only as hot as your last joint. That's just point blank, period. Like, I don't think we got much left to prove with the records that we did. We proved that we can make a hit for a dude. We proved that we could hold on an album if we had to. We proved that a lot of artists fuck with us to the point that all we gotta do is call them and they'll hop on a record with us. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like a lot of dudes, matter of fact, that's on this DVD, like, we worked with, like, as far as, you know, like, Corey Guns is supposed to be on the album. We met up with him, you know, some shit popped off. And, who else? Jay Mills, we've done a lot of joints for him. Graph, we working with right now. I'm trying to think of who else. So, like, pretty much every young, Shells, we did joints for Shells. Like, a lot of up-and-coming dudes that's in the game right now, we at the same level. Like, we like the freshman class, you know what I'm saying? And we all, like, working hand-in-hand, and sort of like, we can sort of overlook these niggas and jump to niggas like 50 Cent for what? Like, that's the next generation of rap. So those are the niggas we gonna be doing the majority of our business with anyway. So that shit is just like, we a class right now. We gotta stick together and sort of make the shit pop off. You know what I mean?
Yo, any MCs that you ain't work with that you want to work with but you ain't get a chance to get with or whatever?
Maybe West Coast dudes like Snoop.
Like, yeah, just to take it to a whole nother level. Niggas like Snoop, Ice Cube, like a lot of different shit, man. Like Outkast. That's the type of shit we on right now. Like, cause I feel like we can make a record for anybody, but it's a challenge to do shit for niggas like Outkast, cause you don't know what angle they coming from. So those are the type of dudes we couldn't even send a beat CD to, cause you don't know what type of shit the nigga Andre gonna be on or them niggas. So you just gotta really, those type of dudes you'd have to sit with and figure some shit out as far as like, okay, this nigga, they on some next shit. They want to sing on this track, so, you know what I mean? But I definitely want to work with one of them dudes. But just niggas like Trick Daddy, just different, you know what I mean? Different shit, like a whole different zones we trying to fuck with right now.
Send all our love to the Bronx, man. BX, B. We here.
Yeah.
Enough love for the Bronx, man.
Yeah.